What's up, guys and girls? This is Timmy and we are back on Judgement Apocalypse Survival Simulation. That's right, I promised / threatened this on my last series that I would come back and do another one, and here we are. The prophecies have been fulfilled. So, what are we going to do here? I did actually have an idea where I was going to do a no reload series where I would basically play through and I would not reload as I do at the moment when things go wrong. But I just kind of decided against that because partly I wanted to get back into a full series, and also I just feel like that's not really how the game's meant to be played, certainly at this early access stage. So I just thought it wouldn't work. It would probably only be a couple of episodes. It could be fun. I might still do it in the future, but I wanted to say come back and do a full series. So that is what we're going to do. Got to be honest, this is kind of overwhelming for me right now because it does feel a little bit like the only analogy I can come up with is it's like climbing a mountain. Getting to the top and being like, "Hooray, I've made it!" And then you come back down, and literally I've got to the bottom, and I'm like, "Right, should we go back up?" And it's it does feel like that. You know, I'm on day 1 here, and my last series ran to day 103. That is a lot of time and work. And bear in mind, probably about 50 days of that I didn't record. So what you saw was only kind of about half of what probably a lot less than half because there was so much grind in those 50 days. But anyway, we are back. There hasn't been any other updates. They have talked about another update on the Steam page. Apparently they're expanding the team, which I didn't. I mean, I knew it was a small team, but it's literally just 2 people making this game. So all credit to them for this because it's not an easy thing to do with that many people. But they are looking to expand the team, and also they're talking about the Alpha 10 build, which is going to have like a skill system for the characters, or an expanded skill system for the characters, which I'm quite looking forward to seeing how that progresses. But anyway, so without further ado, I've actually already tried to do this once, and literally 2 of my people died straight away because I forgot that I have to put down a food table almost instantly, otherwise they will starve to death within the first hour or 2. These people literally must have like the freaking metabolism of a, I don't know, fucking fast metabolism creature. I don't know what has fast metabolism in the world. Anyway, right, so food and water, we need to get that put in place before we run out. We have 50 hours of food. That's not too bad. Well, it's awful, but it'll keep us going for almost 2 days exactly. Yeah, look at me doing maths. Right. So I have an idea of how I want to build my base, and it's going to be slightly different from the last sort of couple of times I've played this game, and I'm going to come into that in more detail in a minute, but for now I just need to figure out where I can put this, which isn't going to ruin things for the future. Obviously we now have the benefit of being able to build and rotate stuff, which is quite nice. I kind of want to put it there, but I can't wait for them to cut that forest down because everyone will be dead by the time I do. Let's just put it there for now and let Glenn rush out there. We are going to mark these for chopping though. And I need to remember to turn this on because if I don't, everyone will die from that. Right, well done, Grace. Right, stick in that and stick in a bed. So that's just dealt with. Experiment tables. We might as well get the crafting going. And workbench. Right, so that's everything we need, the sort of basics to keep us alive. That working? Yep. I kind of wish you'd made this first. Can I tell you to make this first? Sign Grace to build food table. There we go. Right, now everyone won't starve to death instantly. Yeah, okay, I know about that, yeah. I did all that. I'm already ahead of all of the various challenges and missions it wants to have. Freaking hell, we're already halfway through day 1. 7 a day, so awareness, so we are going to have to keep a little bit of an eye on that. Okie doke. Right, so we need to research farming ASAP. Yeah, we can do it already. Cool. Build 2 vegetable farms. Yes, I knew we need vegetable farms. I'm going to leave a gap and then just do boink. And what do I need for more? Stone and wood. That's fine. So in terms of like my base defense, if you watch my previous series, you'll know that I've kind of followed a fairly similar approach on each of my bases, which is essentially to he's getting wood, is to have use these buildings to create a perimeter. So I have like a secure area inside, which funnels all of the enemies in one way, and then set up my defenses in that area. Now, this has proven problematic in the late stages of the game because no matter how many people, well, realistically, you can't have enough people to defend against the level of attacks you get in the later parts of the game. It's doable, don't get me wrong, but when you've got sort of 30 plus enemies attacking you at once, even if they come at you in several small groups, say 7 or 8, that's probably going to overwhelm your people, even if they are pretty well geared and leveled and things like that. So later on in my last series, I actually, because I used to unlock an area, like another way out on the other side of the base, just in case I wanted to get resources that were down here, so it sort of saves having to walk out the main entrance and all the way around. And a couple of times I failed to get everyone in and lock that door, or block that entrance before the attack. However, it actually turned out to be more beneficial having them sort of coming at me from 2 different sides, just because it sort of spread them out a little bit more. So my thinking is to utilise that in the design of my base this time. So rather than having a kind of kill zone entrance area, I'm actually going to build my defences in the middle of the base, and I'm going to still use these buildings to create a perimeter, but I'm going to funnel people in from 2 sides so that it kind of spreads them out a bit, and it allows all of my people to be clustered in a nice block in the middle, and fire in all directions kind of thing. Now, don't know if this is going to be better or worse. Sorry, I'm trying to not let the game progress too far. I'm on day 3 already, Jesus. I don't know if it's going to work or not. It may cause more issues. The other thing I want to do is focus more on the range side of things. So I want to stop things like the fallen angels being able to get a shot on people from a distance where not everyone else can get them. So I'm going to force people, or try and force them to come quite close in before they can fire, so that everyone ends up in the range of the shorter weapon, or ends up in range of the shorter range weapons. So is that going to work? I don't know. Maybe it'll work, but hopefully it will, because I need to come up with something better. So yeah, okay. I know I need weapons. I want to get the bows. Where's the bows at? We need to get wood. I think we need planks for that, don't we? Can I get this yet? Yeah, I can get that. Cool. Right. Could you get rid of all of this for me? Okay, food and water. I'm assuming someone will do the farming. I don't know who's might be prioritising farming. In the early days, we are also going to have to go out quite quickly and get some fucking people, because that's the other thing that screwed me over in the past. I'm trying to. It's been so long since I started a new game on this. I'm trying to remember all the things that screwed me over before and try to avoid them. Because, like I say, this is already my 2nd attempt at this. 2 people died of starvation within about day 3. So we're already doing better this time, but there's no guarantees that we're out of the woods, because I'm not doing brilliantly on food. Okay, here they are automatically crafting my salads, which is quite nice. Just leave that be for now. Hopefully that will keep us from starvation for a little while. What do we need for these? Scraps and wood. So we can craft some scraps at the same time. Make as many of those. I usually just miss this one, just jump straight to the composite bow, just because it's not that much more resources. Like, alright, I need scraps and things like that, but it's not that bad in terms of resources to get the compound bow. So rather than sort of progressing slowly through the technology or weapons technology levels, I'd rather sort of skip ahead if I can do. This game is a bit, you got to be a little bit careful with that in this game. I found, I've talked about this before, where one of the big sort of concepts of this game, or I feel one of the big concepts of this game, is a okay, why have we not got any food? 50, okay, we have food. Crafting priorities. I want me to make the salads first, please. And who is not, or why have no one crafting right now? Do we have anyone who's good at crafting? We do not. Okay, we'll leave you doing the farming, because you're a freaking awesome farmer already. We don't need a cult right now. You're not good at crafting. Craft and then do water. That's kind of dangerous to a degree, because water is... I don't want you doing just water. Like, do mining, do wood chopping, and then do water. I don't think the other things were things that were going to be an issue. set on auto crafting. That's weird. Why is nobody crafting? Oh shit, no. Wait. Who did I set here? Okay. Do crafting first, please. Come on, Glenn. Come on, before everyone starves. That'd be fantastic. Glenn is already starving. There we go. Okay, crisis averted. There's a little bit of food put in there. Right, Glenn will hopefully take care of food now. Now we've got our prioritization a little better. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And he'll rank up quite quickly. Right, Max is doing that. That's fine because that's what I told him to do. Although I kind of need him to do tree cutting first, I think. Mainly because the trees are in the way. So we're going to extend this building line down here and then across here kind of thing and up and across. So we end up with a kind of a big square in the middle. We'll have guard towers in the middle and then probably farms around the outside. That's what I'm thinking. What? Ooh. This is a problem. Okay. I wasn't expecting to be attacked right now, and I have no weapons. Okay. Oh, phew! They made that like instantly. Thank God. We're being attacked. Oh, this should be entertaining. Let's see how we get on here. Right. It doesn't really matter who gets what because they're all level 0. Oh, we got 2 imps. Okay. Oh, I see. Like I'm still in that mindset of. Oh, it's going to be like 50 fallen angels and 1,000,000 demons or something. But yeah, forgetting that in the early stages it's fairly merciful. And I didn't notice there's an assistance mission as well, which we definitely need to go and do as soon as we can. Right, how are we going to best achieve this? Right, they are going for them. You go in and punch the imp. And put that one. Go on, in the back of the head, Max. Go on, beat that freaking imp's face. Yes, there we go. Oh look, our first demon kills. Awesome. Can we just count that as complete? I feel like I don't need to go any further to demonstrate how good I am at this game. I feel like that was enough. Do you agree? If you agree, leave a comment that you agree that's enough. Please don't make me play this game more. I do enjoy this, I just. It makes me physically kind of nervous, this game, just because I know how under-prepared or kind of just how much I'm going to get my ass kicked. I don't want to get my ass kicked. I shouldn't be saying this already. Oh shit, we were going to go do that mission. Are we anywhere near a bow right now? No. Ooh, lots of nice buildings around already. 52 scraps. That is not too bad, and that's achievable as well. 111 scraps. Have they updated this? I don't think there's been an update. Oh no, there was an update. Obviously, in the middle of my last series, which is what started to make it quite unstable. So they've obviously, I think they've upped the loot a bit in the closer in maps, which is going to make life very nice, or a lot nicer to start off with. Right, what are we facing? Oh, 2 minor demons and an imp. Can we do that with 2 clubs? I would really like a bow. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose this one because it's easy. It's quite easy. Should we make a basic bow? To be fair, it's actually, how are the DPS the same? Oh, because the damage is exactly the same. It's just, and the attack speed is exactly the same. That's why it's the same. Okay. Let's lower that down. And how do I go make it go away? I mean, I know I can do it that way, but I thought there was a way that I could cancel it here. Maybe they got rid of that. Okay, do that, and then make me a bow. Who's my crafter? There you go, Glenn. Craft for me, my pretty. Craft away. There we go. Make me a little bow. It's not a great bow, but it'll do. There we go. Hopefully we've just in time. Right, Grace, you can have that bow, and we'll just take 2 of you, I guess. Have we got enough food? Yeah, we need 2. Right, let's see if we can get another person. That would be an awesome way to... Oh, fuck off, it expired. Damn you! Missed it. Oh, well, hopefully the next one won't be too bad. We'll hopefully have time also to make a better bow on the next one. Okay, so they are chopping, chop, chop, dig, dig. Making all those. Load. We might as well make a few. We need at least a couple of these bows. Oh, it's 40, not 50. I thought it was 50. It was wrong though. Right. What else do we need to build? The other thing that I'm going to be doing in this series, assuming I make it far enough, is I'm actually going to have a standing army. One of the things that I was really disappointed in myself for in the last series was the fact that I actually didn't end up with I ended up with very, very few sort of high-level combat players. I had Liz, who was sort of a level 9, and I think she might have been level 10 during one of the failed attempts at the Hellgate. But she was a level 9, and then the others were like, I think I had a 7, and then it was like 5 4s and 3s, and it's like, that's just not going to cut it late game. I need 6 people who are level 10, basically. So what I'm going to try and get to is I'm going to, like before, have as many people as I can. And I may skip ahead a little bit after this episode. I haven't really decided. In the last episode, I kind of started once I was up and running. But I wanted to show you the beginning part. And I may skip ahead, try and just sort of get a load of more people. And I'm going to pick 6 people who will be my army. And they are just going to train. Their main priority will be to train all day, every day, until they are level 10. And then the rest of the minions can sort of look after the base and do all the other stuff. Obviously, initially that's not going to be possible because I've not got enough people to do that, but that is going to be my long-term plan. Right, okay, so what are we anywhere? Oh, we need scraps. I suppose we should start searching some of these. Get together some scraps. There's obviously going to take a lot of material for me to build the bases around here. Probably about, I need probably 15 of these, so about 300 scraps and 500 wood-ish, I guess. Okay, we'll make sure we've got some of these being made whilst they are hanging around. Excuse me, I'm trying not to cough too much, but I am feeling a little bit under the weather at the moment. And I just been standing around in the cold and wet too much, I think, and it's just taken a little bit of a toll. Right, how are we doing food-wise? Plenty of water, so let's just switch that off for a minute. I've got to remember to turn that back on, though, before it costs me dear. But with that much water, I don't need someone stood over there all freaking live a long day. Awesome. Let's get one more person if we can. 4 imps. Okie doke. I actually feel a little bit happier about 4 imps than I did about the last one. Max and Grace, and they're healed up a bit better as well, so that's nice. Right, let's go and see if we can't. What? That's a bit, fucking, I didn't have it paused. So they are Johnny on the spot with that right now. Wait. Oh no, I was going to say, I was hoping it might give me an indication of how long I get before it expires, but it doesn't tell me when the mission started. Fine. Okay, we're just going to be a bit closer. I just need to pause it next time that comes up. Fortunately, the level seems to be staying fairly standard right now. They didn't go from like 2 imps and an imp and 2 minor demons to like 10 minor demons or something. Inventory wise, okay, we're building up a nice supply of food. We got some scraps. We should definitely make some of this. No, not that many. Not that many, Timmy. Don't get carried away. Right. I guess I've been bloody 50s. I just want enough to make 1 more, if that's alright. Make 2 of these compound bows, and then we'll carry on with the building of these things. The sooner I can get a bit of a defensive structure going, the better. but we can research. Ooh, any chance we can get to making that? Oh, we've made one already. That's nice. No, we're not going to be able to make that in time. That's fine. I don't know if we should make one of these if we get some hides. Okay, let's see what we are being faced with this time. Max, I'm going to give you that, and you can have a club. I'm surprised that Max is the lowest one there. It's interesting. I would have thought that the compound, I suppose it's the same DPS, so... Okay, what are we being attacked by this time? Just 2 imps again, that's nice. That is nice. Ooh, everyone's sort of spread out all over the place, so that is less nice. Can I take... I don't think I can take cover behind any of this. Maybe by the trees. Come on, Glenn, you're going to have to go out and fight them because you've got a pokey stick. Everyone else has got the long-range sticky bits. Hopefully Glenn can just kite them a little bit, though. They should just get taken out by my archers. Another one. Come on, Glenn, keep ahead of him. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I suppose I shouldn't get too excited about killing 2 imps, but I don't know, it is nice. Any victory in this game is nice, believe me. Right, where are we on? We got a little bit more time. I'm hoping to get one more person before we get to the end of this episode, because I feel like that would be a good way to finish up the episode with an extra person. Right, speed up. Make me some scraps, please. So I want to make an extra bow because I haven't made one of them yet. So let's do that, and then we can build the other stuff. I'm assuming the compound, but I mean the compound bow is the same. It's just basically got better range, which. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. This is one that I think will just go away after a little while, but it does slow everyone down for a bit, which is kind of annoying in these early stages because we need everyone to be, you know, Johnny on the spot right now, but they are apparently not. Is it worth going out and grabbing some scraps from somewhere? 2 and 2. I feel like I could do that. Where was that one that was like 111? Not really bothered about medical supplies. There's one, I'm sure there was one somewhere that was like 111. Excuse me. Ooh, what's that one? 94. 2 bows, is that doable? Feels like it's probably doable. Right, I need to decide exactly how long we're going to go, or how far up here we're going to go. I feel like that might be enough. I can't. I don't know. The question is, do I need to get rid of some more wood? Do I put one more? I feel like oh fuck! I need the elixir. Shit! It doesn't go away. I need the elixir. Fine. I'll have to wait because I don't have that right now. Damage 18. It's pretty cheap to make, and it's considerably better than the pokey stick that I've got now. Ooh, whoa, okay. Oh, this could be terrible. Oh, what? Search your scraps. The rubbles of what once was a pinnacle of human architecture lay strewn across the floors, a painful reminder of what was lost. Heavy bricks covered in dust and window fragments litter the roads and avenues of a once prospering city. A pile of rubble next to an abandoned attracts your attention. Sure enough, the rubble holds a secret inside a black lockbox. The box is rather hefty. The block in front of it seems to constitute quite a bit of its weight. It can probably be unlocked using the proper tools. Bollocks, I don't have enough. You can't find the right tools over the box and forced to leave behind. You wonder if you'll ever be able to find it again. What do you mean if I know where it is, I can find it again? Surely. Stupid colonists. No, Timmy, don't start shouting at the colonists already. Okay, I think we're going to go to 4. I feel like giving myself more space rather than less will give me more options in the long run. So let's do that. I'm so close to having enough scraps. Well, I was till I spent them anyway. Water's fine still. I don't need to turn that back on. I tell you what, I really like having this rotatable building thing. I think that's awesome. Let's put one there. We should get more wood once he's cleared the rest of that. I know I'm spending a fortune on these buildings, which I don't know, in the early days this could be problematic, but I just, you know, this is how I've got anywhere in this game, is by having a strong defensive structure at home. So I feel like I need to continue that technique. So we're going to probably go 1, I think we're going to go 4. So there'll be 1, a gap, then yeah. I think that will work, and then we're going to mirror that on the other side, and this will create our central base, which we can kind of control the area. And I think I should have enough space to put everything I want. Okay, an enemy scouting party has been spotted nearby. We should probably deal with that if we can. 3 and 1, we can probably deal with that, I think. 2 bows or Subo? No, 2 bows or 1 bow. I feel 2 bows, because then I can use 1 to kite, and we're gonna split people up, and we'll use 1 to kite, so they'll basically just, 1 will be shooting at whilst the other one is sort of annoying. There wasn't any ranged people on this one, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Okay, so you... I really wasn't expecting them to get split up like this. This is problematic. I kind of wish I had someone with a with a club now. This was not a good plan. If we can escape, we're going to escape here, because I don't like this idea. I should have had someone with a club. Oh, let's see if Max can take him down. No, let's escape. Yeah, I need a melee person. I need 1 melee and 2 bows really, so I desperately need to get another person. What was the cause? Perhaps you'll never know. Well, I thought we found out the cause. Do we have another go at that with a ranged? No, everyone's injured now, so we can't. It's fine. It's fine. Let's leave them be. Right, more forest chopping. Let's just get rid of everything that's going to be in the way. I hope this base idea works, because if it doesn't, I don't really have any other ideas. So, oh fuck, there's a metal in the way there. That's problematic. Just have to leave that gap open for now. I think fucking loads of clay here as well. Tasks, mine. Need to mine all of this, please. Or at least all of that. There we go. That's fine. We've still got plenty of food and water, so I don't need to worry about that right now. What else can we build that we haven't built yet? Yeah, we've built everything we could do with the occult thing at some point, but I don't need to worry about that too much. Right, so we're going to have 1 there. Oh, bloody bad omens. Okay. Enemy attack strength plus 30%. Does that just mean my awareness went up by 30%? I wasn't paying attention to that. Either way, it doesn't feel like that's a good thing. Right, so that's going to take me to there, and then, but I do want to have a gap here, because this is where they're going to be allowed to flood in. Do I want a 1 gap for them to come through, or 2? Logic dictates that sort of bottlenecking them into a more smaller area is possibly a good idea, but then I don't know about the angles for my people to shoot at them, and whether or not having a wider one would allow my people to shoot at a sort of better, from a wider angle at them. My thinking basically with this setup here is I'm going to actually end up having another one here, which will force them to go around, and they won't be able to fire till they're quite close in range, or they won't get visibility of my people till they're quite close. Or I could have like a little one on the inside almost, make them force them to go around it, but I don't know if that's going to use too much of my space. Fuck, I need to decide this and then stick with it forever, because if I won't be able to change this after I do this. 2 spaces? These are 5 spaces wide, aren't they? You know, we're going to leave 2 spaces, so that would place this one here. I don't know if that's a good idea. I feel like it probably is. Having 2 spaces is probably not a bad idea. But so yeah, we'll go with that and see where we end up. Yeah, they haven't dealt with that clay yet. So there's going to be one more. Oh, fuck off! Stop placing R to rotate things, Timmy. One more there. Oh, once we clear all this, we can go with it. 1, 2. Oh no, the next line's going to come up here and then across there. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're not going to have the perimeter built in this episode because I am okay. Right, so we're gonna do this attack, and then we're gonna wrap this episode up because I'm starting to run out of time, and I know I'm pretty useless at keeping to time, but let's at least pretend that we're going to try. I know I'm not saying anything, guys, but I have done this about 30 times now, and I can't commentate. But this actually could be one that I do. I after about the first 10 times of commentate, I just stopped. So apologies, but I might actually do this one unless they proper spastic out, which they have been doing quite a lot, where they just literally like these two will just stand here and miss like 10 times in a row. Like, run, Glenn. Get this fucker. Come on, please, guys. Don't let Glenn die this time. Come on. Come on. Just, please. Max, do it. Do it for us, Max. Do it for Glenn. Come on. Yes. Thank God. Oh my God. That was fuck all. I've had ones where there's been like 2 Reapers, 2 Demons, hell. Oh, the pain is real. I have to fucking get rid of this. What do I need for this? Oh, I need a cult. Shit, I need to get rid of that. That is gonna drive me insane if I don't get rid of that. How have I not got clay yet? I told him to do that clay like long time ago. I don't know. I can't even talk anymore. Is there a separate one? There isn't a separate one for clay. Yeah, clay's there. Max should be mining clay right now. I did send a load of trees. Oh, there's still fucking trees. Max, can you go and do this for me? Any chance? There we go. Go and mine that for me. Oh, yeah. We desperately need to get rid of this freaking thing ASAP. What's he doing? Why is it so loud all of a sudden? Yeah, well, it's nice that, you know, first episode in and it's already absolutely kicking my ass. Yeah, I'm not at the point yet where any of the lessons I learned in the last series can be of any use to me. So yeah, it's kind of not ideal. But we got through it. We got through that one in the end. I don't know how long it took, but we got through it. So that's the main thing. But I'm going to wrap this episode up here. We didn't get an extra seriously, I was just literally going to say I didn't get an extra person, and then that pops up. Oh, you know what, guys? Fuck it. Let's go get this person. Well, let's see what it's like. We can do that. We can do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna end on a happy note, not on a miserable note. You can 4 imps, 2 bows. I'm wondering whether I should just take 2 freaking clubs for 4 imps, to be honest. Given how shit these 2 are with these bows, fuck it, let's just take the bow. Okay, a suburb one, not my favourite, but we can see what we can do with it at least. 4 imps is actually pretty difficult for these 2 people to handle. I'm starting to wonder whether I should have bought the clubs instead. I still feel 2v2 with 2v4, sorry, with the clubs would have probably been a disaster. The main thing I also need to do here is just stay out of cover. The cover system, I feel like sometimes the cover system in this game works better for the enemies than it does for me. And anything where the enemy can stand on the other side of cover, I cannot use or cannot allow that to happen. If the enemy is stood in cover, I will die. The only chance I've got is to take them out in the open ground. Oh, they miss so fucking much. I know they're only fucking level 0, which is why, but they are awful at the shots. Come on, guys, don't miss. You're at point blank range. There we go. There we go. By the numbers. Well done, guys. Yay, we got someone else. Thank God, we desperately need you. Kyle, come join us. Come join us. We desperately need your help. That is going to make a big difference. Ooh, Kyle, you devilishly handsome man. What are you good at? Ooh, you've got a 1 in combat. Nice. Because these 2 are still fucking useless at combat. So that is quite nice that we have that. I'm sorry, I'm going to wrap this episode up now. The next episode, we need to get rid of this thing ASA freaking P. So we're going to build the occult and we're going to get things moving. But for now, that is going to do it. So the colony has been established. We have a new person. We've died a million times. So everything is back to normal in Judgment. But for now, that's going to do it. So I've been Timmy. This has been Judgment Apocalypse Survival Simulation. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to the series. And I hope very much you'll check back for the next one.